Pain kills adventure. If your back is screaming or your fuel light is flashing before lunch, you are on the wrong bike. You need a continent crusher. You need Japanese engineering. Today we have the 18 best long-haul survivors for 2026. From unkillable mules that run on pennies to radar-guided spaceships that ride themselves. These machines don't just cover distance, they erase it. Are you ready for this? Come on, it is time to ride forever. Number 18. Honda NC750 XDCT. We start with a bike that gets absolutely zero respect from the cool kids at the coffee shop, but is secretly the smartest financial decision you can make if you value your wallet over your ego. This is the Prius of the motorcycle world, but in the best way possible. The Honda NC750X is built for one thing and one thing only: unmatched efficiency. It sips fuel like a small scooter, but carries luggage and a passenger like a mid-sized tour. It saves your energy for the fun roads. The engine is a 745 cubic centimeter parallel twin that makes a modest 58 horsepower. It hits the rev limiter at a lowly 6,000 RPM, which feels like a car engine. But that low stress means it is virtually unkillable. But the feature that sets it apart is the frunk. Where the gas tank usually sits, there is a massive storage compartment big enough to swallow a full-face helmet. No other bike offers that. A brand new model will cost you $9,400, while you can find bulletproof used examples for around $6,000. I have to ask you a serious question. In stop-and-go traffic, would you secretly prefer an automatic, or is the clutch lever non-negotiable? Tell me if you are team manual or team auto in the comments. Now, efficiency is great, but sometimes you don't want to save money on gas. You want presence. You want a bike that commands the road like a battleship. Number 17. Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Voyager. If you want the Harley-Davidson Electroglide experience, but refuse to deal with oil leaks or the massive price tag, this is your salvation. The Kawasaki Vulcan Voyager hasn't changed much in a decade, and that is exactly its strength. It is the bargain bagger. It is a massive, frame-mounted fairing cruiser that focuses on old-school comfort and simpler times. It is powered by a colossal 1,700 cubic centimeter V-twin engine. Unlike the older air-cooled competitors, this beast is liquid-cooled, meaning your legs won't roast when you are stuck in summer traffic. It produces massive torque right off idle, pulling this heavy machine forward with the authority of a freight train. The tech is delightfully analog compared to modern spaceships. It has cruise control and a stereo system, but it relies on KACT, or Kawasaki Advanced Coactive Braking Technology, to link the front and rear brakes for massive stopping power. You are getting a full-dress tourer for the price of a mid-size street bike. A new one costs $19,700, which is a steal compared to the competition, and used models can be found for as low as $9,000. But let's be honest, cruisers are heavy. They scrape foot pegs in corners and struggle on bad roads. What if you want to tour on something that can handle a gravel road, but isn't a towering, terrifying dirt bike? Our next pick sits in the perfect Goldilocks zone. Not too big, not too small, and powered by one of the best new engines of the decade. Number 16. Suzuki V-Strom 800 Touring. Adventure bikes are usually too tall, and touring bikes are usually too heavy. This bike sits in the middle, and it is brilliant. The V-Strom 800 is the modern replacement for the legendary 650, a mile muncher that focuses on road comfort rather than pure dirt capability. It is smooth, quiet, and shockingly fast for its size. It is powered by a brand new 776 cubic centimeter parallel twin with a 270-degree crank. This firing order gives it the grumble and character of a V-twin without the packaging headaches. It makes 83 horsepower, which is the perfect amount for solo or two-up touring. The long-distance factor is excellent. The fuel range is over 250 miles, meaning fewer stops at gas stations. The touring trim comes with a taller windscreen and huge hard panniers as standard equipment, so it is ready to cross the country the moment it leaves the showroom floor. The suspension is plush, soaking up highway expansion joints that would rattle your teeth on a sport bike. A new one is $11,899, and used ones are starting to appear for around $9,500. But touring trims often mean road only. What if your idea of long distance involves crossing a desert where gas stations are 300 miles apart. The next bike on our list was built to solve exactly that problem. It carries its fuel in a unique way that defies physics, keeping the weight low even when fully loaded for the apocalypse. Number 15, Yamaha Tenere 700 World Raid. Most adventure bikes lie to you about their range. They claim to be world crossers, but they need fuel every 200 miles. This next bike carries enough fuel to cross a small country without stopping. The standard Tenere is a dirt bike, but the World Raid is a long-distance tool designed for the harshest environments on Earth. The secret sauce here is the dual fuel tanks mounted low on the chassis. It has a total capacity of 6 gallons, giving you a real-world range of over 300 miles. Because the fuel is carried low alongside the engine rather than high up on top, the bike feels incredibly stable and manageable, even when full. It is powered by the legendary CP2 689 cubic centimeter engine, making 72 horsepower. It isn't fast in a straight line, but it will pull through mud, sand, and highway miles for eternity without complaining. A New World Raid costs $13,500, and used examples hold their value well at $11,000. The Tenere is tall and requires a committed rider. But what if you have short legs, hate using a clutch, but still want to tour in style? Our next bike is a bagger light that uses the engine from a Dakar rally winner, but packages it in a low-slung cruiser chassis that anyone can ride. It is the most accessible touring bike on the market. Number 14, Honda Rebel 1100 TDCT. You want the cruiser style, the blacked-out look, the low seat, the attitude, but you hate the weight and the clutch work. Honda built the Rebel 1100T, which stands for touring, specifically for you. It takes the massive bulletproof engine from the Africa Twin and shoves it into a low-slung cruiser chassis with hard bags and a batwing fairing. The standout feature is the DCT automatic transmission. You can put it in drive and cruise all day without ever touching a shift lever. It has cruise control, wheelie control, and distinct riding modes that change the character of the engine instantly. The 1,084 cubic centimeter parallel twin makes 86 horsepower, but it is detuned for torque, pulling hard from the bottom end like a proper cruiser should. What sets this bike apart is its size. It is small compared to a Harley or a Goldwing. If you are intimidated by the weight of a 900-pound touring bike, this is your solution. A new one is $11,399, and used ones can be found for $9,000. But maybe you don't need an automatic, and you don't need 1,000 cc's. Maybe you believe that right-sized is better than supersized. Our next entry is the Swiss Army knife of motorcycles. Number 13, Kawasaki vs 650 LT. You don't need a massive engine to tour the world. The Kawasaki vs 650 is proof of that. It is the bike that does everything well. The LT version comes straight from the factory with handguards and color-matched panniers, ready for your next trip. It is powered by a 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin, making 65 horsepower. It loves to rev and is incredibly smooth at highway speeds, buzzing along happily all day. Tech-wise, it features KTRC, Kawasaki traction control, and a TFT color dash with Bluetooth connectivity. It is simple, functional tech that works without needing a manual to figure out. The long-distance factor comes from the ergonomics. It is upright and spacious. Your knees are not cramped, and the adjustable windscreen can be moved without tools to buffet the wind over your helmet. It is a bike you can ride for 8 hours a day without pain. I know a rider who took a Versys 650 from Alaska to Argentina, and the only thing he changed was the oil. These engines are known to hit 100,000 miles with basic maintenance. A new one is $10,099, and used ones are a bargain at $6,000. Let's address the elephant in the room. This bike is incredible, but it won't win a beauty contest. Does style matter to you on a touring bike? Or do you not care what it looks like as long as it's comfortable? Rate the looks of this bike from 1 to 10 in the comments. And as you do so, kindly like this video and subscribe to our channel. Reliability is key, but sometimes you want power to go with it. You want a bike that feels like a tank, invincible, unstoppable, and capable of hauling you, a passenger, in your kitchen sink up a mountain pass. Our next bike is the Clydesdale of the adventure world. Powered by a V-twin engine, that has achieved legendary status. Number 12. Suzuki V-Strom 1050 DE. While everyone else is adding radar and fancy gadgets that can break, Suzuki stuck to a formula that is bulletproof, powerful, and utterly dependable. The big V-Strom 1050 is not flashy, but it will carry any load anywhere. The DE is the more rugged version with a 21-inch front wheel, but don't let that fool you. It tours beautifully on the pavement. It features the Suzuki Intelligent Ride System with cruise control, hill hold control, and slope-dependent control to manage the weight on downhills. It has a 6-axis IMU for cornering a BS, keeping you safe in the twisties. The heart of the beast is the 1,037 cubic centimeter V, twin making 106 horsepower. This engine is a legend. It has massive torque and a sound that gets under your skin. It feels like a tank in a good way. Planted, solid, and stable in crosswinds. The fuel range is excellent, and the aftermarket support for seats and luggage is endless because this platform has been around for ages. It stands apart because of that V twin soul. Most competitors have moved to parallel twins to save money, but Suzuki keeps the character alive. A new one is $16,199, and used ones are around $11,000. Speaking of V-twins, what if you want the ultimate luxury V-twin experience? Not an adventure bike, but a transcontinental luxury liner that makes a Goldwing look small? Our next bike was discontinued recently, but it is the holy grail for Yamaha fans who want to crush miles in absolute silence. It is rare, it is massive, and it is magnificent. Number 11. Yamaha Star Venture. This bike was Yamaha's attempt to kill the Harley Road Glide Ultra. It failed in sales, but it succeeded in engineering. If you can find one on the used market, you are buying the most luxurious air-cooled V-twin Japan ever produced. It is a transcontinental luxury liner designed for the American highway system. It is powered by a massive 1,854 cubic centimeter air-cooled V-twin. It makes earth-rotating torque that pulls from 0 RPM. It uses a belt drive for silence and smoothness. The tech is impressive even by today's standards. It has Sure Park, an electric motor that moves the bike forward and backward to help you park this 900-pound beast. It has a massive infotainment screen, heated seats, heated grips, and adjustable ergonomics. It was discontinued, but used models command prices around $17,000 because they are so desirable for long-distance couples. We are entering the top 10 with a bike that is the complete opposite of the Star Venture. It isn't huge, it isn't flashy, and it isn't rare. It is the sensible superbike, a machine that is so effective at covering ground that it makes other bikes look silly. It brings technology usually reserved for cars onto two wheels. Number 10. Honda NT11 100 DCT. Honda took the Africa twin engine and put it in a pure road touring chassis. The result is the NT1100. It isn't exciting to look at. It looks a bit like a maxi scooter on steroids, but it is devastatingly effective. For 2026, it gets updated electronic suspension to make the ride even smoother. It features Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on a massive touchscreen, integrating seamlessly with your phone for navigation and music. It has the updated DCT transmission, which is smoother at low speeds than previous generations. The electronic suspension model adjusts damping on the fly, smoothing out rough roads instantly. The 1,084 cubic centimeter parallel twin makes 100 horsepower, tuned for mid-range grunt that makes passing effortless. The long-distance factor is high. It comes with panniers as standard in most markets. The 5-stage adjustable wind deflection creates a calm cockpit. It is narrow, making it great for filtering through traffic at the start of a trip. It stands apart because it is the only sport tourer that integrates seamlessly with your digital life while removing the hassle of shifting. A new one is $14,500, and used ones are $11,000. Drop us a quick like and comment your favorite motorcycle you ever owned. The NT1100 is sensible, but what if you want to scream? What if you want a super bike that is comfortable enough to ride to the track, do a track day, and ride home? Our next bike proves you can have your cake and eat it too at 150 miles per hour. It is the gentleman's sport bike. Number 9, Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX. For 2026, Kawasaki bumped the displacement of their legendary sport tourer to 1,099 cubic centimeters. The Ninja 1100 SX is the perfect balance of aggression and comfort. It looks like a race bike, but it sits like a tourer. It is powered by a silky smooth inline-4 making 136 horsepower. It screams at the top end like a Ninja should, but purrs at the bottom end for city riding. Tech-wise, it features a quick shifter, cruise control, and the Kawasaki cornering management function, which helps you hold your line. It connects to your phone via the Radiology app to track your lean angles and route. The seats are thick and supportive for both rider and passenger. The handlebars are raised clip-ons, giving you a sporty look without the back pain of a replica racer. The optional hard panniers integrate perfectly into the tail without ugly brackets when removed. It stands apart as the last of the true sport tourers. It leans more towards sport than anything else on this list. A new one is $13,600. That Ninja is fast, but it isn't a legend. Our next bike is the Falcon. It is the bike that defines speed for a generation. It is known for drag racing, but ask any owner, and they will tell you it is secretly one of the best touring bikes ever made because of its aerodynamics. Number 8, Suzuki Hayabusa. The Hayabusa. Just saying the name demands respect. It is big, heavy, and incredibly aerodynamic. It cuts through the air so efficiently that the rider feels almost no wind pressure, even at speeds that would rip your head off on a naked bike. It is a hyper tourer. The Gen 3 model is loaded with tech. It has 10-mode traction control, 3-mode power launch, cruise control, and a bi-directional quick shifter that is buttery smooth. The engine is a force of nature, a 1,340 cubic centimeter inline-4 making 187 horsepower. Despite the power, the engine is barely awake at highway speeds. It is vibration-free and effortless. The riding position is sporty but spacious, surprisingly comfortable for larger riders. If you need to be in another time zone by lunch, this is the tool. It stands apart because of its presence. When you pull up on a Busa, everyone looks. A new one is $19,099 and used ones are $14,000. Speed is fun, but safety is better. What if your bike could see the future, or at least see the car in front of you? Our next bike brings radar technology to the middleweight class, creating a safety bubble that reduces mental fatigue on long rides massively. Number 7, Yamaha Tracer 9 GT Plus. The Tracer 9 GT Plus is the smartest motorcycle Yamaha has ever built. It takes the beloved sport touring platform and adds a suite of electronics that rivals high-end luxury cars. It uses the CP3 triple engine, but adds a millimeter-wave radar unit to the nose. This enables adaptive cruise control. It sees the car in front of you and slows down automatically to maintain a set distance. It also has unified braking that adds brake pressure if the radar senses a collision is imminent. The engine is the exciting 890 cubic centimeter, triple making 118 horsepower. It howls like a banshee and pulls like a tractor. The semi-active KYB suspension adjusts instantly to bumps, providing a magic carpet ride. The hard cases are large enough for a helmet. The adaptive cruise control reduces mental fatigue massively on long highways. You just steer, and the bike handles the traffic flow. It stands apart because of that radar. It is a game changer for highway safety. A new one is $16,900, and used ones are $13,500. Radar is high-tech, but sometimes you just want raw, mechanical power. You want a shaft-drive missile that was built when over-engineering was the standard. Our next bike is gone from the new lineup, but on the used market, it is the undisputed king of speed per dollar. Number 6, Kawasaki Concours 14. The Concours 14 is a ZX 14 superbike in a tuxedo. It is big, heavy, and brutally fast. It was Kawasaki's answer to the sport touring question, what if we put our biggest engine in a couch? It features a 1,352 cubic centimeter inline-4 with variable valve timing. It makes 155 horsepower. It features KI Pass keyless ignition, linked brakes, and an electrically adjustable windshield. It eats miles like Pac-Man. The shaft drive means no chain maintenance, ever. The fairing is massive, offering barn door levels of protection. It is stable at speeds that would send you to jail. I had a friend who did a saddle sore 1000 on this bike and said he felt like he could do another lap immediately. It stands apart because of the power. It is a touring bike that can do a power wheelie. Discontinued but used ones are a steal at $8,000. We have covered the road warriors, but what if your long-distance ride includes broken pavement, gravel roads, or a mountain pass in the Andes? This next machine is the Go Anywhere Comfort King, featuring a massive fuel tank and suspension that thinks for itself. Number 5. Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sports ES. The Adventure Sports model is the long-haul version of the famous Africa Twin. It is designed for the rider who doesn't know where the pavement ends. It features a massive fuel tank and electronic suspension that smooths out the roughest terrain. It uses the Showa EERA electronic suspension that adjusts to jumps, bumps, and braking loads in milliseconds. It has the DCT transmission option, cornering lights, and heated grips. The 1,084 cubic centimeter parallel twin makes 100 horsepower, offering tractable traction in the dirt and smooth power on the street. The 6.5-gallon tank gives you a range of over 300 miles. The 19-inch front wheel makes it handle better on the road while still being capable off-road. It stands apart because of its versatility. It can cross a continent on the highway or the dirt with equal competence. A new one is $18,400, and used ones are $14,000. That Honda is capable, but our next bike is arguably the most comfortable motorcycle Kawasaki makes. It looks like a giant insect, but it rides like a magic carpet. For 2026, it got a bigger engine and even better suspension, cementing its place as the tall rounder king. Do you miss a motorcycle on this list? Let us know which bike we missed on this list. Number 4. Kawasaki vs 1100 SELT. This is the most underrated motorcycle in the world. People look past it because of the styling, but once you ride it, you are sold. For 2026, the Versus gets a displacement bump to 1100, giving it even more passing power. It sits high like an adventure bike, but runs on sticky street tires. It features Kawasaki electronic control suspension with Skyhook technology. This keeps the chassis flat even over bumps, as if the bike is suspended from the sky. It has cornering lights, heated grips, and a quick shifter. The 1,099 cubic centimeter inline 4 makes 135 horsepower and is smoother than silk. The seat is arguably the best stock seat in the industry. Thick, supportive, and perfect. The legroom is massive, making it ideal for tall riders. The suspension isolates you from everything. It stands apart because of the comfort. It is a mile muncher supreme. A new one is $19,000, while older 1,000 cubic centimeters models are $10,000. Stop scrolling. We have reached the podium. The holy trinity of Japanese long-distance machines. These are the bikes that define the genre. But number one is the king. It is the bike that every other touring machine wants to be when it grows up. Number 3, Suzuki GSX S1000GX Plus. Suzuki was late to the electronic suspension party, but when they arrived, they kicked the door down with this masterpiece. This is the supreme sport crossover. It takes the legendary GSX RK5 engine, an engine that won championships, and puts it in a tall, comfortable chassis with the most advanced suspension Suzuki has ever built. It features Suzuki Advanced Electronic Suspension. It reads the road surface and adjusts the damping 1,000 times per second. It also has roll torque control to smooth out power delivery in corners. The engine is a 999 cubic centimeter inline 4, making 150 horsepower. It is raw, aggressive, and incredibly fast. The long-distance factor comes from the floating sensation of the suspension. You don't feel puddles, you just glide over them. The upright position saves your back, and the panniers are integrated perfectly. It stands apart because it is the sporty alternative to the Versus. It feels more aggressive and exciting. A new one is $18,499, and used ones are $16,000. Technology is great, but sometimes you just want a bike that is built like a bank vault. Our runner-up has been around for 20 years for one reason. You cannot improve on perfection, It is the bike that the Iron Butt Association riders choose when they need to do 1,000 miles in a day, every day. Number 2. Yamaha FJR 1300 ES. The FJR is the definitive sport tourer. It is fast, reliable, and built to last forever. The ES model adds electronic suspension to the mix, keeping it modern. It doesn't have a giant iPad screen. It has analog gauges that look classy and timeless. It is powered by a 1,298 cubic centimeter inline 4, making 141 horsepower. It uses a shaft drive, so there is no chain to lube. It features cornering lights, electronic suspension, an adjustable windshield, and heated grips. The 6.6-gallon tank is legendary, giving you massive range. The engine is so under stress that these bikes regularly hit 200,000 miles without major issues. I know a guy who uses one as a daily commuter in Los Angeles and tours on the weekends. He has 300,000 miles on the clock. It stands apart because of its durability. A new one is $18,200, and used ones are $9,000. And finally, the number 1. Was there ever any doubt? This isn't just a motorcycle, it is a private jet on 2 wheels. It is the benchmark. It is the legend. It is the ultimate expression of Japanese luxury and engineering. Do you like this video? Click that like button, and if you want to support us even more, become a member. Have early access to the newest videos. Number 1. Honda Goldwing Tour DCT. The Honda Goldwing Tour is the benchmark. Every other touring bike is measured against this. For 2026, it remains the undisputed king of the road. It combines the handling of a sport bike with the comfort of a luxury car. It features a 7-speed DCT automatic transmission that shifts imperceptibly. It has a walking mode to help you park this beast. It has an optional airbag for safety. It has Apple CarPlay, an electronically adjustable windscreen, and a unique double wishbone front suspension that separates steering from braking forces, eliminating brake dive entirely. The engine is a masterpiece, a 1,833 cubic centimeter flat 6. It makes 125 horsepower and massive torque. It is smoother than an electric motor. You can ride this bike for 12 hours and get off feeling fresh. The seat is a sofa. The wind protection is absolute. It carries luggage for 2 people with ease. It stands apart because it is the complete package. Nothing else combines this level of comfort, handling, and technology. It is the ultimate long-distance machine. A new one is $29,600, and used ones are $22,000. Click the next video to continue the road trip. Join our tribe by subscribing. And if you want early access, become a member. And don't forget to like this video.